So now we're gonna go and work on this this see more button right here. So let's work on this. So we can go back right here, go to the code, and after we map through all the elements, we can go and also have another link, lift link. Okay, it's gonna be the same, just gonna be a few difference. Okay, I'm also gonna have a hover one for it, or it depends, we're gonna see. And then we're also gonna have another div, which is gonna be small circle. Okay, which is gonna be a circle that has the arrow, and the arrow is gonna be an SVG, which is gonna be arrow down one. Okay, from the SVGs that we have. And as you see, it's shown, and also the small circle, we defined that before. Okay, so we don't have to define it again. Okay, that's the first thing. And after this div, we can just go right here and we're gonna have a span that says see more, like this. Okay, so this is like, let me see if the hover, I think the hover now is good because it's not affecting the color of the small circle. So you can change that if you want. Okay, so now we have the left link right here, and now we're gonna have another div which is gonna be more left. And the reason is we can have a lot of another elements from here. Okay, as you see, let me show you. When you click on see more, we have these elements right here. So we want to make sure that these elements, I have one div that have them all inside, so we can take that div and hide it, and then hide it depending on the button that we're clicking. Okay, so that's why we have them all in one elements or one div. Okay, so now we're gonna go do the same thing. So we're gonna go and do the same thing that we done here. So let me just copy that and paste that right here, and this time is going to be from 8 to the rest. And to get all the rest that you want, you can just simply go from here and get the whole length of the element. So lift.length, okay, like this, and it's going to show everything else. Okay, so like this. And as you see, let me go back to the home. I think we have some elements that are empty. Okay, I'm just going to remove them. Let me just, if I can select them, let me remove those first, go up top like this, and remove the rest. Okay, so now we're gonna have everything all right. Okay, so those are all the other elements. As you see, the scroll bar right here is different, or not the one that we want, so we can simply go to the left home and add the scroll bar that we want. We create this div, this class name before, and as you see, now we changed it, and this is a cooler scroll bar. Okay, and this is gonna be hidden, and also after this we're gonna have another elements. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. So first of all, let me go after this and add all the things that we're gonna need, and then continue with that. So after, inside the more left, which is the same div here, we're gonna have another left link, and also gonna have the hover one, and inside this we're gonna have a small circle, exactly the same thing that we've done right here. Okay, so let me just copy that. That would have been a lot easier for us. Okay, like this, and this is gonna be not on. Let me see what we have right here. So see more, it's the opposite. So it's the opposite. Okay, so we can take that and maybe like play with that. So let me see right here, let me save and see what we have. Why is it not showing? So we have a left link, and we have the arrow down and see more. This is weird. Let me like write anything after this, see if it's gonna show. Oh, okay, I think there's a problem right here. We're gonna fix that. So we can go back to the styles and see what we have in the lift home. The max width is 100 VH, overflow Y auto. Okay, maybe we can add like a padding bottom like 5 rem, so we can see what we're doing. Padding bottom like 5 rem. Okay, and we can go back right here, and now we see it, and this is not going to be see more, this is going to be show, this is going to be show less. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, so it's show less. Okay, and also we can just transform this and change it. So we can go back to this one, and let's call it rotate 360. Okay, not here, we're gonna add it in the small circle. Okay, and we can go back right here, and let's try and rotate that. So this is not by using the icon, but actually just rotating this. So rotate 180 degree. Okay, and now we change it. So now we have show less. Okay, this is just a trick for you, nothing special right here. Okay, so that's the first thing. So now let's have a state for this, because we're not going to show this more left until the state clicked on the see more. So we can go right here, I'm going to define a state, let's call it visible, and set visible, and then a use state, it's going to be in the beginning false, and this when visible is true, then we're going to show this more left, so we can cut it all. It's only shown when visible is true, so in the beginning it's not going to be shown, okay, like this. So also this button, we're going to have this button when the visible is true, that means it's false, then it shows. If it's true, this is not going to be shown, okay, like this. So this is only going to be visible right now, okay. So we can go on it, and we're going to add an on click. So when we click on it, we change the state. So right here, our function set visible, and then we're going to change it to true, okay. And we can take that on click and also add it in the show list. So you can go right here and add it, and this time is going to be false, like this. Okay, this is pretty easy. We've done it a million times. So see more. Now it's going to get hidden, and it's going to show the rest of the elements. And when you click on show list, okay, now it's going to hide this and show this simply like this. And we don't need to hide this because it's inside the elements of the div that we hide in. Okay, so this is looking pretty nice. Okay. So let's continue. Now I want to work on this part right here, okay, which is going to be your shortcuts. I have like my YouTube link and my Instagram link, but I think I might change this in this course. I may add it to be like you can pin your favorite users and add them right here, okay. So maybe you can do that, okay. So let's go right now and start working. First of all, we're gonna have a splitter, which is gonna be a line. So after this, we're gonna have a splitter, simply like this. We can go to the size and do it first, so you can see how it does. So the height is going to be 1.3 pixels, and the background we have this color, which is, if I'm not mistaken, divider. Okay, let's see. Now we have it. Okay, we're going to have a margin, which is going to be from top 9 pixels, from right 2 pixels, from bottom 0 pixels, and from left is going to be 12 pixels. Okay, so now it moves properly with the elements. Okay, let's go back right here, and after the splitter, we're going to have the shortcuts. So let's call it shortcut. And then we're gonna have the hidden, which is gonna be your shortcuts like this, okay. And then we can have another one, which is gonna be an edit shortcut like this, and just all gonna have edits, okay. So and after this, we can just have a shortcut list like this. And inside this, we're gonna have a list of our shortcuts, okay. So first of all, let me do the size for these. So I feel like if we work simultaneously, it's better than wait to finish everything. Okay, so it's gonna be shortcuts, okay. And this is simply gonna have a display flex, align items center, and then we're gonna space them out, so we can just justify content, and then we put one on the left and one on the right, okay. So it's gonna be space between, like this, and now it's gonna move like this, okay. So I'm gonna go to the edit shortcut, and here we're gonna have a font size to be 14 pixels, and as you see, it changes, and the color is gonna be blue. So var is gonna be blue color, and now it's blue. And also the display in the beginning is not gonna be shown. So in the beginning is gonna be hidden, and then when you hover on here, it's gonna be shown. So you can do this just by CSS. So when we hover on the shortcut div, hover on it, we're gonna select the elements inside, which is edit shortcut, and we're gonna display as black, okay. So now when you hover here, it's gonna show, okay. So I feel like we can add like a cursor pointer right here. Let me add it like this, okay. So this is better. So let's work on the hidden itself. So right here, let me add the hidden, and this is gonna be the font size, gonna be 16 pixels, okay. And the font weight is going to be 600. And now we're seeing changes. Also, we're going to have a color to be variable, and it's going to be color secondary, okay. Now it's different. And also the padding is going to be 13 pixels from top, and also let's see, from right is going to be 10 pixels, from bottom is going to be 11 pixels, and 10 pixels from left, like this, okay. So now this looks fine, okay. So now we can continue with this and go back right to the index, and now we're going to create the shortcut element that I've talked. I'm going to make it a component, because maybe you can have a lot of them, okay. So inside here, let me also go to this home left right here and add the shortcut, okay, .js, and there's going to be RFC. Let me just import it right here. So for example, shortcut right here, okay. Now it's been added, so we can go there and work, and we're gonna pass some elements to the shortcut. So let me pass them right now. So the first one is gonna be the link that you want to, to take you to, and the link is gonna be, I'm gonna have my YouTube channel right here. So I'm gonna take the link, okay, like this. I'm gonna go back and add it. Also, we're gonna add an image, and the image is simply gonna be from. Gonna go to the images folder in the public, and I have an image there that's called youtube.png. So I'm gonna pass also that. I'm also gonna pass a text, okay, with the name, and the name is gonna be like, for example, my YouTube channel, okay, like this. So also we're gonna have another shortcut. Okay, you're gonna see this in action, don't worry. So we're gonna have a link. I'm gonna have my Instagram link, okay. You can if you have a problem or anything, you can just always talk to me. You don't need to follow me or anything. This is also a private account, but if you want to follow me, that's not a problem. But we can talk right here. There's no problem, okay? We can talk all day long if you have any problems. I'm never shying away from answering anything related to anything, okay? So that's not a problem for me, okay? So let me take that, and then we're gonna take the link. Okay, this is gonna be Insta, and this is gonna be my Instagram. It's called Instagram, or my just forgive me, I've changed languages, so let me just change this back. So this is gonna be Insta. I don't notice sometimes because I just look in the right here and I don't see anything I'm doing, okay? So my Instagram account on my Instagram, okay? So now let's go back to the shortcuts, and this is gonna be from the prop. So the one that's gonna be link, and also gonna need the image and also the name, like this, okay? That's gonna be passed. So we're gonna go with the shortcut. So let me see what I have in the shortcut. So let's go back right here in the shortcut, and we're gonna have a class name, okay? So right here we're gonna return an a tag. Sorry, this is an a tag, and the href for this is gonna be simply the link that we're gonna get, okay? So this link is gonna take you outside. So we're gonna have target to be in a new window, so under blank to take it to a new window, and rel is gonna be no referrer, okay? No referrer, okay? I always messed it up. I think I write it right now, okay? And also we're gonna have a class name to be shortcut item, okay? I don't see what's the problem right here. Let me see. Anchors must have content and content, okay? So it's just gonna be a content for inside the elements right here, because this is not a problem. So the image right here, and this was gonna be the image that we're gonna pass, and also we're gonna have a span. I see it's added right now, and also the span is gonna be just the name, like that, okay? So now we've added that. Simply now we can go to the size and work on that. So let me just see the size. So sorry, I take time. So let's go back right here. This is gonna be shortcut, and it's gonna be item, and this is gonna be display flex, align item center, and then also gonna have a gap 12 pixels, and the padding of 5 pixels top and bottom, and 10 pixels from right and left. The cursor is going to be pointer, okay? And the border radius is going to be 10 pixels. When we're doing border radius is going to be 10 pixels, like that. And the font size is going to be 14 pixels, and then the font weight is 500, okay? Then we're going to select the shortcut item image, and then the image is going to be with 36, the height is 36, okay? And then we're gonna have a border radius, as you see now, things right, okay? Why we have 3? Okay, I have so we can remove one like this, okay? So everything is fine. We can go back to the size. This is gonna be 10 pixels, I think, okay? Well, we don't need it exactly, but we can have it, okay? 8 pixels, okay? And then we're gonna have object fit, and it's gonna be cover, like this, okay? So now things looks all right. I'm also gonna select the span inside, and the span is simply gonna have, let me see, just margin bottom to be 3 pixels, like this, okay? And now I think everything is fine for this. So let me check. Okay, so I think there is no difference right here. Okay, now everything is all right, actually exactly the same. The last thing we have is finish this. We're gonna go and create this menu right here. We can call it like the copyright of the Facebook website. So we can go right here. I'm not claiming anything. I'm just doing a clone for, educational purposes. Okay, so we can go back right here, and after the shortcuts right here, after everything, we can close this div right here. And here we're going to simply have another class name. Let's call it FB copyright. like this, and then here we're gonna have a link. Okay, just gonna go to the home page. Okay, and it's gonna have it's not gonna have any class name. Okay, and then we're gonna have a span right here, and you're gonna see why. And this span is simply gonna have a dot and then a space. Okay, like this, and we're gonna go right here and let me see 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is gonna be, let's go inside this, and this is gonna be privacy, and after this is gonna be terms, and this is going to be advertising, and this is going to be just an icon. So we're going to have add choices first, and then we're going to have an icon with it. So I.add choices icon. Okay, and after this one is going to be, let me see, cookies, and this one is going to be more. Okay, and then after this span, we're going to have a BR to return to line. And then after this, let me see what we have. This meta ad says, so I don't know how to get it. So let me see if we can copy it. We can. So we can take that, copy that, go back right here and add it right here. Okay, so now it's been added right here, and everything looking horrible. Okay, so we can go to this side right here, and then we're gonna go to the class if p copyright, and then we're gonna have a position to be fixed. Okay, this is gonna be fixed, and it's gonna be in the bottom 14 pixels. Not 14%, 14 pixels, and then the left 10 pixels. Okay, now it's positioned the way we want it. This is going to be 10 pixels, okay? And the font size is going to be small, so 12 pixels. And then we're going to have a color, and it's going to be a variable, and it's going to be color secondary, like this, okay? And I think this is all we need. So everything is fine right now. Let me compare them. So you go from here. Okay, I think there is a bit of a difference. So I'm noticing that the elements right here are not, are compact, and if we go back right here, are spaced out. So the way that we're going to fix that is quite simple. You can go back to the left right here, and then we're going to go back to the text and select all of them like that, and just add a space. Okay, and now they're going to be spaced out. So we compare these two. Now they are the same. Okay, let me see exactly. So we have like this point is up, this is for this bit is just count it like a test build, okay, because this should be like aligned with the other point. So I think this is better, this is the right way. So now everything fine. One thing also, when we click see more, as you see right here, because this is position fixed, it's not gonna move, so always gonna be right here. Okay, so we can fix that. So let me go back to this class name right here, and then we're gonna have a test. First of all, this class is always gonna be, the thing that we're gonna see is if visible is true. That means we're opening and we're showing all the icons like this. So when visible is true, we can add like a new class name, which is gonna be, for example, relative FB copyright. That means we're gonna make it relative and not fixed. So we can go back right here, create this div, and this is gonna make the position relative like this, and we can save right now. And as you see now it's not fixed, so now it's relative. Also we can make the width 90%, so we can show all of it, as you see right now, this way, or maybe like, I don't know, 97. The most important thing is we can show everything. Okay, you can play with the values right here, it's not a problem. I'm gonna leave it to 90, and then also we're gonna have like a margin top. So a margin top, for example, 2 rem. Let me see, I think this is fine. So the width, I'm gonna make it 98. Okay, or maybe 97. This is not a difference. Okay, I don't know. Actually, let me say what I have right here. So when we click see more, we have these cookies like this. Okay, so I feel like this is better because it's spaced out more. I don't know, it's up to you. You can just leave it like this, or maybe have it with it. So I'm just gonna have it like here. It's not a big deal. Maybe, yeah, I think this is fine. So let's have it like this. I don't mind. It's just up to you. If you want to have it in another line, you can do it. The most important thing that this is, let me go back right here. This is working. So now we go show less. It's going to be fixed, as you see right here. And now we go see more, and now you see it like this. Okay, because we have now this overflow, and then we have a scroll bar. So we need to make it like this. Also, let me make the use select none, because we want to select anything from here. So we can go to the left right here, and then add user select, and then make it none. So now the user can select anything. Okay, so this is way better. I think we're finishing with this left link home. Okay, everything is finished in the left side. So let's see what we can do else.